You're back with another one. This time we got top 10 most anticipated summer 2022 anime. This is by VinnyTube. If y'all like the video, comment, subscribe. And if you've been viewing, this is not your first time, things are different because I got a computer again. Finally. So I'm not going to be struggling on my laptop. No more laptop lag. It was pretty much dying. So I got a new computer. So yeah, it's going to be much more smoother now. Yeah, so if y'all enjoy, make sure y'all like the video, comment, subscribe so I can keep upgrading, make this stuff easier. Let's get it.
A season of blockbusters. Maybe it's the Hollywood perception, but think about it. Not too long ago, summer brought us big hits like Classroom of the Elite and Made in Abyss. 5 years later and... you know, let's just get to the list before I spoil the surprise. But just now that I'm looking at the summer 2022 charts, I find myself staring down a whole line of great shows ahead. It may not be as big of a smash hit to mainstream audiences as Winter, but it sure is pretty loaded with a lot of shows to get excited about. But hey, if you're feeling hungry or in the mood for some positivity, treat a
Get your money, fam. Get your money. Get your money. There we go.
Slime.
Getting the isekais out fast and quick.
My Isekai
Life is the latest addition to the ever-growing library of isekai titles.
So many.
What's the gimmick this time? Monster taming power fantasy. Summoned as a monster tamer, Yuji Sano finds himself saddled with the burden of a job that makes it hard to be an adventurer. However, being a monster tamer doesn't come with zero perks. Not when it lets him meet some awesome slimes, read some magical books, and sees himself becoming more than just a monster tamer. No, this guy is now a sage, and with this overwhelming power, he looks to become the strongest in the world. From this synopsis, I'm getting some serious opinionated vibes, don't you? Seemingly useless job turns some slob useful and kicks off his road to become the strongest in the world. It's the surefire formula for a power fantasy, and if you're into the genre, you might like the show for this.
Now, what I'm seeing here is Rimuru Tempest if he was reborn as a human instead of a slime. See, you know, he's going to re-encounter the slime, and he's going to be human this time. He's going to be on the human side instead of the monster side, because he's not a monster. He's probably still going to, you know, do the same goal, become a demon king, you know, blah, blah, blah. He's still got great sage in my headcanon. But that's just, you know, how I see it right now.
Next on the list is Call of the Night. Now, here's some vampire action for you, but perhaps not the type you'd expect. I mean, our protagonist is a listless middle school student. Feeling bored in putting up his facade of being the model student, he quits school and starts his downward spiral in life, developing insomnia in the process. The weird girl Nazuna determines the source of his problems, an internal will that holds him back from experiencing true freedom. And so she invites him to her apartment and plants the vampire's kiss. I know I've seen the premise of Call of the Night somewhere already, but the manga does bring something great to the table. It's one of those cozy, comedic reads that reels you in with easygoing atmosphere before also incorporating genres like mystery. Quite a fun read from the creator of Dagashi Kashi. With an all-star cast manning the anime production team, I've got some high hopes for this one.
For those who read the manga, is this worth it? Is this worth it? Because I'm not sure. Every time I've watched an anime that involved vampires, it's booty cheeks. It's booty cheeks. I swear. Were there vampires in Rimuru, or is just no? Because I'm thinking Diablo. Diablo is not. I say Rimuru. I mean, Tommy got reincarnated to slime. Diablo is not a vampire. That would be the one exception, but he's not a vampire. So I haven't seen many. But Vampire Knight really ruined it for the rest of them.
We have the 4th season of Danmachi.
立ち上がれなくなりそうな時だってそれでも君は言うんだ英雄になりたいって
It's been a long road for Danmachi fans here. When the thing first aired, I didn't expect it to get this far, but 3 seasons and a movie later, here we are. Danmachi returns with its 4th season this summer. It's, as a series, had its share of ups and downs. While I'd say that the franchise is in a decent spot right now, the past few seasons haven't actually gotten on the fans' goodwill with the cut content. However, with the source material that the anime team has for this 4th season, I can't get any more excited. How can I not when the season will cover one of the best arcs in the entire series? We'll get densely packed arcs with amazing action, hyped encounters, and dungeon challenges like we've never seen before. As a parting note, Ryu and Freya fans will have something to look forward to, so make sure to stay tuned.
Probably not gonna
Seventh in
watch
line
that, I'll
is
be honest.
Bastard.
Because I haven't watched the first 3 seasons, so probably not gonna watch it for a very long time.
Now that's a name I haven't heard in a while. Bastard's
this
never been the
another
most
vampire?
popular anime out there in the 90s, so seeing this get a modernized version is nothing short of a surprise. The story is basically a dark fantasy set in post-apocalyptic Earth, with the kingdom of Metallicana being threatened by mages seeking to awaken the god of destruction.
Hold up,
Geo
hold
decides
up,
to proverbially
hold
push
up.
the panic button
Wait.
in desperation. In doing so, he unleashes
Wait, you guys gonna sneak that in there?
a surprise. The story is basically a dark fantasy set in post-apocalyptic Earth, with the kingdom of Metallicana being threatened by
wasn't it.
mages seeking to
That was it. Y'all was gonna sneak it. He's kissing her leg while she's on his shoulder. Why?
awaken the god of destruction. High Priest Geo decides to proverbially push the panic button in his
I
desperation.
think I need to watch this
in
show
doing
just
so,
to get
he unleashes
context.
the powerful wizard Dark Schneider. Unsealing the Dark Wizard can be the kingdom's only hope against the four lords of havoc, but could his presence turn the tide of battle from bad to worse? Combining the standard fare of fantasy magic as well as a cast of morally ambiguous characters, Bastard felt like it was ahead of the curve in its time. Throw in the wacky metal band references and you'll see why people often compare this to both JoJo and Berserk. Fans of both series will have something to watch, and it's coming this summer thanks to Netflix.
Netflix 2? I have no reason not
Next
to
up,
watch
we
it.
have the
I'm
next
gonna definitely
season
have to
of
watch it.
Overlord. Now this is a series I'm not surprised got a 4th season. Overlord was a pioneer in its time, back when the isekai boom was just starting to go full throttle. Who knew that watching an overpowered overlord, no pun intended there, making feeble denizens kneel can be so entertaining? The series quickly captured the hearts of many and easily became one of the community's favorite isekai. Ainz and the gang are back for the 4th installment of the series this summer. If the pattern
Bro, I
holds
gotta watch
true,
this show by
Overlord's
now,
4th
like,
season should
what's
cover
wrong with
volumes 10 to 12 of the novel. Source material readers know what to expect: kingdom building, adventures to the Dwarf Kingdom, and possibly one hell of a cliffhanger leading to the much anticipated Holy Kingdom arc. Me? Well, I'm just so glad to see Ainz raise hell and flex his prowess again. Glad to have you back, Overlord.
私はアインゼルゴウン魔導オーバーロードだ
Up for some more harem rom-coms now?
Harem
Rent-A-Girlfriend is
rom-coms.
making its return.
あの
See,
4人
I'm not interested in these like second season blah 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 because I guess it counts. It's the most anticipated summer anime, but it's just like I'm not anticipating them, so I can't really even say really much about the ones that I have that are like season 2 of this show that I haven't seen yet. I'd rather see something fresh and new, like that one Netflix show. I already forgot the name of it, but I'm gonna go back and look for it.
の彼女が再び
Rent-A-Girlfriend didn't take too long to make an impact. It's one of the most polarizing series now for many reasons, but as they say, polarized publicity is better than nothing, and it's propelled the series into getting a 2nd season. You gotta thank the discussions and weekly social media buzz for that, I think. Well, what else can I say about Rent-A-Girlfriend? I always compare it to the likes of Nisekoi and Girlfriend in a sense that it's the show that bumbles around with the slice of life shenanigans, developing the girls and raising their stock for fans to get invested in before catching us with a major revelation or two. Look for more of the same in the 2nd season of Rent-A-Girlfriend, which means more memes, more cute moments, more Kazuya establishing himself as the most controversial hero in the genre, and more community craziness that only Rent-A-Girlfriend can cause. I'm definitely looking forward to this one.
これからは対等フェアなお隣さんでいましょう
Classroom of the Elite makes its much anticipated return.
There we go again, another 2nd season.
Nothing is impossible, goes an old adage. Nobody ever thought that Classroom of the Elite would get a 2nd chance at the limelight, but here we are. Hey, though we've learnt from the Tawaro series already, right? Also, another testament to this coming up later. For those who weren't around back then, because it really was a long time ago, Classroom of the Elite tells of a utopian school. Students enjoy unparalleled freedom in this prestigious academy, save for the lowest of the low. Class D is where the school dumps the worst students, and it's here that we find Gyotaka. Brilliant but lazy, he gets paired with the unsociable Suzune and the peppy class idol Gikyo. Will this odd trio overcome the odds and reach the top of the school rankings? Now that's the premise of the series in a nutshell. I'm honestly more curious as to how they'll fix things for the second season, considering the changes they did with character writing in the first one. Yeah, light novel adaptation syndrome, but much more magnified than usual. Either way, I'm excited to see the gang back, so I'll be keeping this in my sights.
お礼は言っておくわ。ありがとう。
Next up is a surprise, Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer. Wow.
Lucifer and
How
the
long has it been
Biscuit
since I
Hammer?
heard that
Okay.
name? The manga has generated quite a buzz in the 2000s, but almost 2 decades later, it will be getting its anime adaptation. In this series, the world is threatened by a mage and his Biscuit Hammer, a gigantic mallet in space getting ready to deliver the final smash to end the world. To
Okay.
prevent this, our hero Amamiya Yuhi must join the princess and a ragtag group of misfits, the Beast Knights. While Yuhi wants no part in saving the world, he's indeed interested in serving the princess, who wants to save the world just so she can destroy it herself. Thus, the cult
What?
classic is finally coming in anime form. It's strange, wild,
So he
and
said that.
entertaining, but all in a good way. It's an adventure series that combines magic, a very fun ragtag group of characters, and pinches of romance. It's quite convoluted at times, but it's an odd tale that's a lot more enjoyable than it might seem at first. In second place, it's Devil is a Part-Timer.
What's the what's that mean? Woo! And he just disappears.
Meme following
That's
no
all.
more. A decade later, Devil is a Part-Timer finally gets its second season. The world's changed and the light novel's ending has been controversial to say the least, but that doesn't mean that all the enthusiasm has been lost as the community reacted with joy when this announcement was made. Devil is a Part-Timer is a very popular isekai back in its day. It tells of the demon lord Sadao being driven to Earth thanks to the efforts of the hero Emi Yusa. Determined to finish the job, Emi follows him to Earth only to find out that both of them have lost their powers. Unfortunately, the two end up being fish out of water on Earth, forced into bottom-rung jobs and the hardships of human life, such as, bills and rent and stuff like that. Eventually, their past catches up to them, and one has to wonder how they have to deal with threats coming from their previous world. And thus, the adventure continues with the second season of Devil is a Part-Timer. The first season has quite the legacy to speak of, so you better get watching it before hopping into the second one. It's completely worth a shot, and it will help you get up to speed with what to expect from Season 2.
That's the first thing I'm watching. I'm not gonna lie. First thing I'm watching.
Top of our list,
Last
our
thing
most
I'm watching.
anticipated
Not
anime
last
this
thing.
summer
First thing I'm
2022
watching
is
when
Made
it
in
drops.
Abyss, the golden city of the
And
scorching
there we go,
sun.
season 2. Something I haven't seen. When's Vinland Saga season 2 coming out? I know this has nothing to do with the show, but like
After the
I just
third
saw
movie
Seas and I
comes
was
this
just like
next
Vinland Saga. I
installment to
missed
Made
that.
in Abyss. Renowned as one of the best anime in the past decade, Made in Abyss as a franchise has continued taking us on this breathtaking descent down the abyss. In this installment, Riko and Nanachi delve further and reach the 6th layer, the capital of the Unreturned. As no one's ever returned to the surface after reaching this majestic city, this looks to be the toughest trial that the trio will take on so far. And given all the curses that the previous layers had, what else could top it all off? How about actual death? How will our plucky adventurers survive the horrors of the 6th layer? There's only one way to find out, and it's to watch the continuation to one of the best anime in the previous decade coming to you this summer.
This is why I can't be like taking it serious, because people will be saying stuff like the best anime in the last decade. You know how long that is? You know how many anime there are? There's no way that this is one of the best anime in the last 10 years. Ain't no way. 10 years? There's some great anime that came out in the last 10 years. There's also been some trash ones. There's been a lot of trash ones. But I mean, that's a real high bar to set. So if I watch it and I don't enjoy it, then it's like why'd you overhype it? You could have said it's a really, really good anime. You could have left it at that. But now I'm going in like watching the show expecting it to be one of the greatest anime I've seen ever. So like, why do they do that? Why do they do that? 10 years? 10 years. You telling me that it's the best thing to come out in 10 years? No. 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 Maybe it's going to be anime of the season material. Okay. This is the one, Bastard. That's the one I'm definitely going to watch. My isekai life was kind of interesting. But I got a couple isekai I'm already working with, so, Denmachi, I'm not going, call them that. Probably not. Definitely not, actually, because that's the vampire one. Overlord and the girlfriend. Like, look at all these season 2s. Season 4, season 4, season 2, season 2, season 2. Come on, dog. Come on. That's just me, though. That's not even a real complaint. That's just me nitpicking. I hope y'all enjoy. Make sure y'all like the video. Because, I've been gone for a while. I've been gone for like 3 months. You know what happened in 3 months? We found out Meg the Stallion was a liar. Tori was innocent. We found out that Young Thug really be talking about the stuff he be talking about. That man, he be talking about. I'm not messing with Thug. And then we found out that Luffy has changed the whole game. We found that out too within the last 3 months. Luffy's just different. He built different than we thought. That's all I'm gonna say. If you haven't caught up to One Piece manga, go ahead and do that, because a whole different show. Yeah, and I've been through a lot of stuff in the last couple months. Honestly, I've been messed up. So good to be back doing this YouTube stuff, getting me back on my feet. And yeah, that's all I got. I hope y'all enjoy. Pretty sure I had another one, but that's how could I forget? Luca proved he is the guy. He is the man. Luca said it's Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton, Devin Booker. He sunned all of them. He didn't care. That was really recent, honestly. 2 or 3 very, very recent, but it's whatever. I probably said 4, didn't I? Whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I hope y'all enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out. Peace.